What is going on, everyone? My name is Joseph Reynolds, and today joining me is you may mistake him for Spider-Man, but that is not the man it is today. Is Mr. Bilal Hasan, the Spider Karate Kid himself. If you've seen him in the cage, you'll know why he's known as that name. Obviously, next fight. How are you feeling for it, buddy?
Dude, I'm just excited, man. It's been not a long time coming, but I was supposed to have two fights, one in April. The guy literally pulled out day of two fights before mine. I was wrapped up and everything, just decided to pull out. And then I fought July 29th, and that was a no contest. It ended in 7 seconds. I allegedly kicked the guy in the groin, hit him with a few strikes, and then he just left. Didn't even take the 5 minutes. So it's been a weird ride, but I'm prepared for this one, man. I'm excited to just go in there and showcase my skills.
Yeah, 100%. And you mentioned there in terms of the last fight, obviously the 7 seconds, and then it was done. Obviously, coming into that, you had the good amateur run and then the pro debut win as well. Did you feel as though it snapped a little bit of that momentum that you had, or for you, have you been able to sort of keep it at that high intensity and keep feeling the same way as you were for the pro debut win?
Yeah, man. I want to keep this a season. I my amateur fights, my amateur career was only like a year and a half, but in that year and a half, it was a span of six fights. Went undefeated, and I want to keep the same run in the my pro career. So I'm just excited to keep a season going. It's been a long time. I haven't had a real fight since December 2022. So yeah, I'm just excited to keep this run going, man. Keep the undefeated streak going.
Yeah, 100%. And as well, obviously, CFFC, it's a double header weekend as well, I believe, for Labour Day as well. So to fight on what will be a big event for them in front of a big crowd as well and having the people there to support you, does that make you even more excited to finally be able to get back in the cage with that on the line?
Oh yeah, man, I'm super excited. I love CFFC. It's a great promotion. My teammate Vassel's actually headlining the card, so yeah, I'm super excited. We actually came. We fought in December 2022. We're from the West Coast. We came over to the East, and we were both huge underdogs, man, and we took over. And so we're just planning to do that again. So yeah, man, I'm super excited.
100%. And then you mentioned there, obviously, you got some of the teammates on the card, one of them headlining it as well. So when you know that you're going to have your team there, your teammates there as well, does it just make the sort of the fight day run even smoother, having your teammates there, seeing them prepare, watching them fight before or after? Does it make the whole day just feel a bit more comfortable for yourself?
Oh, way more comfortable, man. Like I'm like shitting my pants, but I'm seeing my teammate also shitting his pants, so makes me feel a little bit better. But yeah, definitely, man. I'm super excited. He's one of my good friends. So yeah, hopefully we get to put on a show again for sure.
Definitely. And even then, you mentioned as well being the underdogs coming in, doing the work and being able to put on that show. And obviously, it seems from watching your fights, every time you are inside that cage, you can always guarantee the action. You can always guarantee something fun in there. And being able to deliver that as well as keep on winning as well, is that something that you've always wanted to do as a fighter? Or is this something that just seems to just keep happening regardless of whether you're in there trying to?
100%, man. Like, at the end of the day, it's a fight, of course, but it's also a performance as well. You're going out there to put a show on for the fans, and I think my style is just that. Spider Karate Kid is something I just came up with like on the fly, man. Like I've always been known as when growing up as the Karate Kid. I started off with Taekwondo, and so as I kind of got into MMA, I kind of like merged all the styles together. And to me, that's what I came up with is that spider karate kind of martial art. But yeah, man, I'm unfortunately my first pro fight. I don't know if you saw it at all. I went against a really good undefeated wrestler, and to me, it was a super boring performance, man. It was just 15 minutes of this guy trying to grab my crotch. So I mean, it was a split decision. It should have been unanimous. I was able to bust them up the whole time and actually drop them in the second. It wasn't the performance I wanted, especially for my debut as a professional. But I think it was something that I needed, being able to go all 15 minutes and going with a guy that's undefeated and a wrestler. You know what I mean? I think it's there's no uh, there's no lie. I'm a striker. You know what I mean? I want to go out there and put everyone's lights out. So yeah, unfortunately, that wasn't the performance I wanted, but hopefully this time around it can be a lot more exciting.
Definitely. And as what you mentioned now, is that the pro debut was trying to take you down constantly. And it
Mm-hmm.
seems as though that'll be a bit of a running trend for you as well in the career, with people wanting to take you down once they do spend a bit of time with you on the feet. But to know that you are able to deal with those situations and also show more of your game as well. Do you feel as though for those that were watching that it sort of opens their eyes a bit more in terms of what you can actually do in the cage? And do you feel as though there's still a lot that you have not shown just yet in the cage?
Oh, 100%, man. Like, I'm still young in this game. I know I have a lot more skills to show. Yeah, unfortunately, like you said, I wasn't able to showcase all that in my first time around, but it's given me so much more confidence knowing that I can win this fight no matter where it goes. And I think with that, it's just going to make me even more of a dangerous fighter. So yeah, hopefully this time around I can go out there, either put on a clinic for 15 minutes, or it might be quick and I just put this guy's lights out.
Most definitely. And then as well, you mentioned there in terms of looking to put the lights out, but in terms of looking at this fight and then a bit more in terms of what you're wanting to do inside that cage, come fight night, what does that look like a little bit?
And I want to go in there and just enjoy it, man. I want to take in every moment, every second. I want to win every second and go out there and just put on a performance, man. You can see wherever I can take this to the ground. I know we haven't been able to see much of that, but I can go on the ground and submit them. I can keep it standing. Of course, I got those flashy kicks. I got good punches. I can take it wherever, man. But I can see myself damaging this guy from the feet for sure.
100%. And then as well, in terms of, tell me a little bit through the Spider Karate Kid. You mentioned there, growing up, it was Taekwondo as a Karate Kid. Where did Spider-Man come into this? And how has it been to sort of have that there and know that you're almost known for it at this point if people have seen you fight before?
Man, that's a good question, man. I think growing up too, I loved actually when I was growing up, I loved just going in and dressing up as a different character, man. And I love just wearing costumes, and I guess that kind of just found its way back into my life. But I just love the way you see how like Spider-Man moves. He's able to be super agile on the feet. He's able to be super low to the ground. I think that's kind of how I would explain my style. Like I've got those karate kicks, those quick punches, but I'm able to move smooth on the ground, and I'm super athletic, man. And I think to me at least it's a good combination of styles. I think Spider-Man and Karate Kid, I think that's how I would explain my style to anybody.
Most definitely. And as well, I'm sure that comes with that, there'll be the people that really get behind it. And then as well, there'll always be the people that don't like it. They may believe you're not taking it as seriously. But when they do watch a fight, they soon, I'm sure, they change their opinion in that sense. But do you feel as though being able to take that approach to fighting where it's a bit more sort of laid back, confident, working hard, and being able to put the
Mm-hmm.
performances in the cage, what would you sort of benefit that sort of mentality towards fighting for?
Are you kind of saying like could you repeat that question again? Sorry, I was that
No,
was a
no,
long
no
question.
problem. So obviously, I'm sure there's people out there that they'll see it. They may not like it. They might like it. They may think that you're not working as hard just because you're having the fun there with the Spider Karate Kid. But once you are in the cage, they see that's the difference. But what would you credit that sort of mentality to that you can sort of take that more calmer approach to it and have a lot more fun with it as opposed to some other fighters?
Yeah, man. I'm like I kind of mentioned before. I've been doing Taekwondo ever since I was 4 years old, man, and I started really competing into it heavily when I was around 10 to 17 years old. So I know it's not like a full on fight, but I know what it's like to compete, and I know that I compete my best when I go out there and I just have fun, man. I already know what I need to do. I need to go out there and I need to be ready to kill another man. That's what it really comes down to. I need to go in there and take this guy's head off. So I know that's something I already have to do, but if I can go out there and just have fun doing it, man, it's just going to be that much more enjoyable for me.
No, 100%. And then the final thing for myself is for those that have yet to have seen Spider Karate Kid in the cage or wherever it may be before, what is it that they can expect to see from you in this fight and then in the future as well?
Just fireworks, man. I'm gonna put on a show no matter what. Even if the guy wants to go ahead and grab my leg, it'll still be a fucking performance, man, no matter what. So you can expect that.
100%. Well, that is everything from myself. If you would like to take a chance at your teammates, coaches, sponsors, things like that, obviously feel free to go ahead.
Well, I mean, shout out to Charlie's Combat Club. That's the gym I train out of. Shout out to all my teammates. Edward Kuthong, Christopher Vassell, Tyson Lin, Sam Futh, Javier Miramontes, and I mean I can go on, man. These guys are my family, so shout out to everyone out there. And yeah, man, that's all I got.
There you go. Well, I really appreciate your time today. Obviously, Spider Karate Kid. Do not miss him inside the cage. Very fun and entertaining fighter. And I really look forward to seeing the next fight. Appreciate your time today, buddy. Thank you very much.
Appreciate you, Joseph. Have a great rest of your day,
Absolute
my man.
pleasure. Thank you. You too.
Thank you.